It's Tuesday, August 10th. This is Kaieteur Radio 99.1 and 99.5 FM. I'm Gabriel Lal. Welcome to the National Outlook. Partisan politics responsible for Guyana's 20-year impasse on judicial appointments of Chancellor and Chief Justice. We don't need to be reminded of that, my fellow Guyanese. But here we are again, still talking about this 2 decades later, still writing about this, still lamenting this. How can we go on as a society when for 20 years we can't settle upon government and opposition, old PPP government, older PNC coalition-led opposition, new PPP government, coalition government and PPP opposition, and now PPP government, coalition opposition. We've got our positions, our prestigious judicial positions of Chancellor and Chief Justice hanging with acting appointments. For several months, that could be, justified, reasoned away. 2 years would be too much. 2 decades? I mean, that's insulting to all of us, including those who are made to wait in the hope that they will not be embarrassed further and that they will be appointed because there is consensus between government and opposition. Impasse, consensus, we know about those, what is happening, what is not happening. But when our politicians, our leaders are so fragile, that makes them so fearful as to how unwise or how unbiased our judicial practitioners can be at this high level. What does that tell us about them and how divided this society is? What does that tell us about where this society should go but is not going? It tells us so many things that are wrong about us here. What confidence can you and I have, not in the Chancellor and the Chief Justice acting, you and I, not in the Chancellor and Chief Justice acting alone, but in the entire judicial system, from our magistrates up. After all, it's government that appoints, that names magistrates. The Judicial Service Commission is there. And I ask myself, well, who selects those commissioners? And we know that too. So throughout, and this is not alone for here, it operates elsewhere. But when our process of selection, of decision-making becomes so partisan, so deeply ingrained with, it's got to be political people that we believe in, then inevitably we come to think that decision-making is politically tainted too. So it's why I say the Chief Justice and Chancellor acting, these two ladies, are not only they are being held up in the air, but we are too. And it makes us all look the worse for it. We look terrible for it. And I am embarrassed by this, not just for the ladies, these judicial officers, but for this country. Can we get this fixed? I don't think I'm asking that question, because we already know the answer, and the answer is no. I'm GHK Lal. This is Kaieteur Radio 99.1, 99.5 FM, and this